I was sitting here minding my own business, getting ready for the show, coming up with stuff. And I look up on the television, and you up there with Adam Schefter, and you were there with Ryan Clark. And Adam Schefter was explaining how the Micah Parsons deal is not imminent because Micah Parsons just at practice looking sad every day, right? just looking bummed out. But he got to come so so they don't find him, take his money away from him. And Adam Schefter told us the reason that apparently a deal has not been done with Micah Parsons. And if you haven't heard this is pretty amazing. So apparently, Jerry Jones and Micah Parsons had worked out the framework of a deal. Notice I said Jerry Jones and Micah Parsons. I don't mean Jerry Jones and Micah Parsons camp. I mean Jerry Jones and Micah Parsons had worked this deal out. And at some point, Micah Parsons' agent, David Mulgeta, was like, what? You lost your mind? And so now he's coming in and trying to undo some of what had been discussed, right? But Jerry Jones is like, hey, deal's a deal. We already worked that part out. And that is a significant part of why we're still here. The way Adam Schefter talked about it is the idea that the deal is foregone conclusion is not there, that they've got to undo and redo in order to make this happen. And Domonique, how did they make this so difficult? They did this. I mean, you don't give Micah Parsons exactly what he asked for, but you kind of do.
I was gonna say that I don't want to repeat the stuff that I said on Get Up, but I imagine that excuse me, not everybody is watching.
Hold on, you're not required to make up new answers when the answer is the answer. You know what I'm saying? Just so you know, we can't let these motherfuckers have this because I be seeing this happen too. We're like, man, he said the same thing over. Sometimes you do that.
I just have a hard time because I understand when there are situations. I understand why some negotiations get difficult and contentious. Like, while I rarely and probably never is fair end up on the side of management, I understand. I pipe down a little bit if that argument has happened. I just might avoid that topic because I don't feel like caping for them. This one don't make no sense. Like, this is a simple situation, and there are negotiations in this. This should not be a negotiation. I think this is tantamount to a max salary in basketball. Like, it's time. This is what he get. Pay him. This is not someone you should negotiate with. He was a first-round pick who performed better than you, who performed like on a Hall of Fame track. What are we doing? You pay him $1 more than the person who got paid at that position prior to him. You make him the highest paid non-quarterback in the league. The sooner you can do it, the better off you can be. That's what I don't understand is you have to understand that there are some car dealerships you can go into and haggle. There are some that the price is the price because it's so rare and valuable. Tell me somebody who got a good deal on a brand new Lamborghini. Never happened. Not never. Just go in there and pay it. That's what doesn't make sense to me. It's like, it's just not how it works. It's how it's ever worked. I don't know what they're doing from the Cowboys side.
I've been thinking about this. He is probably the greatest non-Terp defensive player in the history of the Dallas Cowboys. Only that one Terp I can think of. Like, DeMarcus Ware is maybe in the conversation also, right? But if we're not talking about Randy White, I can't think of a Cowboy. Oh, Deion Sanders.
Yeah.
But you can make an argument, given the thing that gets lost because they don't ask him to do it anymore, is that Micah Parsons would be maybe the best off-ball linebacker too. Right? Like, it just, because the plan was not for him to be an edge rusher when he got there. Otherwise, he does not go number 12 or whatever it was in the draft. Then they're like, oh, he could do that too? Okay, cool. He's that guy. There's no way around it. I can't believe, like, I could understand why it might take you a while to come to a consensus with CeeDee Lamb. I could understand how it is that you don't want to have to make yourself pay Dak Prescott all that money. You should be excited about giving that money to Micah Parsons.
You can't wait. like there's no way that it helps you. So like if you pay him sooner, the price is lower. If you pay him sooner, your cap hit is is lower. If you pay him sooner, then you have him extended through the period where he is most impactful. You pay him sooner, you have money to negotiate to add other people to this roster. And when there are players, like there are some deals that are easy to do. And I don't understand why you want to expend so much of this capital. Like, I don't know. And the fact that David Mugeta is a long time, really successful, like one of the best agents in football. The fact that he is the agent makes it even easier. You ain't pulling the fast one on him, man. He know the game. And he also like he ain't trying to do nothing trick. I don't know what he's asking for, but he ain't trying to make a name for himself. You know what the deal is. Sign the deal.
And they got a good team.
Yeah.
I think it is because they are such an understandable object of ridicule. It's easy to lose sight of the fact that they won 7 games last year with a very hurt Dak Prescott. Right now, they gave up. Holy shit! Do you know how many points they gave up last year?
Yeah, a lot.
Do you know the exact number?
I don't.
468. To put this in context, the Eagles scored 463.
That's not right.
Right? So it was like the Eagles gave up 303. The Cowboys gave up 468. Even better context, the Giants gave up 415. I mean, that's awful. 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 But they still have a chance to be pretty good. My expectation is that this Washington thing is not going to go for people the way that they expect it to. I think my assumption with young quarterback in year 2 is not, and it's only up from here. That's not how quarterback stuff works, right? Any of that can happen. Cliff, people tend to catch on to whatever it is Cliff has been doing. You know, you got that situation. Oh, and they ain't giving Terry McLaurin his money, which is another confusing one. But all right, whatever y'all think, right? The Cowboys got a good chance to be second in that division, which can be a Super Bowl contender, to be honest. You know, you get the right draw. You can make this happen. This the guy you just got to get a bread to, man. But Jerry, my thing with Jerry now, and I've long thought that Jerry gets a bit of a bad rap. I think Jerry's a better football man than he has gotten credit for. I met Jerry in person for the first time. In fact, you were with me. I believe it was 2022. We did Bob Costas' show back on the record with Bob Costas, and Jerry was there. And when you're around Jerry, you can see, oh, this is how he traffics. This is why he gets where he is. He feels old now. And he never felt old before, but he feels old, but is still always at the microphone.
He loves it.
He loves it. But every day you get a whole, and look, it's tough for cats getting older, man. Every day they know that they're not as sharp as they was the day before, you know? But Jerry is on the mic every day, and we're seeing it. We're seeing it, and it is not helpful.
He also like still has the power and influence that he had before. So I suspect that I hope. I mean, I've heard, to be fair, that some of the football scouting and those decisions like are delegated to younger and more qualified people, or more, not necessarily more qualified, more active people. And he still wants to make these bigger decisions and talk about these bigger decisions, which makes everyone else's job in life more difficult. But that's the situation there. I don't know any way around it. You started to go to the Terry McLaurin thing, and this was the big sticking point for me on Terry McLaurin is I understand the position of the Commanders where they're like, all right, well, you ain't better than Justin Jefferson, so we can't pay you. You're 30 and receivers go down at that point, so we can't pay you. I get it logically. But you know who you can't get? Justin Jefferson. You know who else you can't get? Some receiver under 30. This is the situation you're in, and you believe yourself to be in some sort of championship window. You have a quarterback who specializes in throwing the deep ball. You know who caught most of those? Terry McLaurin. Like, it's about your options. You don't have any other options unless you want to take a step back this year, which they may have to anyway, because, it's just hard in football. And a lot of their one-score wins. They had a Hail Mary win. They were like 100% on fourth down conversions last year. Like, that stuff could change, but you're certainly not going to be any better without him. So I really don't get the rationale, especially while you have a quarterback who's playing MVP level football for rookie money.